all, what is mean by the republics? Here we can see the meaning. Republics means res publica, or the public matters, the public affairs. What is mean by republic here? The republic means the public matters or the public affairs. So related to the public or the rule of the public. Here in a short we can say here, good afternoon, good evening. So today we will talk about the one of the key concept in the polity is one of the another key concept about the secularism. So today we will discuss about the republic. Republic is also one of the key concept, because if we will start from the historicity of the republic, then we will talk about the how the republic and what is mean by republic in Indian context also. So many times most of the people especially having the misconception toward the republic. So we will talk about in details about the republics. As we know that we celebrate 26th January every year, our Republic Day, and this very monumental day in the history of India. Very few days we celebrate as a nation. On the 15th day of August, we celebrate our. So India is a republic. From the 26th January 1950, we as a country became the republic country, a republic. So what is mean by the republic in details? So first of all, the historicity of the republic. So where does first republics or republic countries or nations or the state where arise? So India also has having the history of the republics, because we have also if you see the history of our country, the 16 Mahajanpada, these especially these 16 Mahajanpadas were also republics. So you might have listened about the Gautam Buddha is one of the prince of the republics. The Shakya Kula he came from, or Lichavi. So we will talk about in details now. The ancient roots. What are the ancient roots of the republics? Where does, so first of all, what is mean by the republics? Here we can see the meaning. Republics means res publica, or the public matters, the public affairs. What is mean by republic here? The republic means the public matters or the public affairs. So related to the public or the rule of the public. Here in a short we can say here, rule of the public or the rule belongs to the public. So it is called the republic. So it is one of the basic meaning of these. So we will talk further, we will elaborate this meaning of the further in Indian context, because we have some sort of the difference in the Indian context. So starts from the historicity of the republics. Let's start the ancient roots. The first kind of the republics are found in the history of the world, a country in the world, because if you see most of the cultural roots of the world goes to the Greeks, towards the Greek. Greek had given or Greek had given a lot of things, culture, economy, society, and we must in depthful towards the Greek. So one of the concept or one of the major political philosophy also has been given by the Greek here. The Greek Republic, it was in the 5th century. So same time actually, same time in India also, that time also in India we had the 16 Mahajanpadas, means we had same time actually when the Britishers came to India. Actually one of the stories, Britishers came to India, they referred us as barbarians and nomads, and these people did not have any kind of civilization. But we can say here we had a very civilized society in the form of the republics. We had very staunch economy and society also. So this is why we are also one of the ancient republics in the world. Actually that time the concept of India physically was not present. Physically means on the ground the land was there, but the political concept of India was not there. So but here we can say the Greek Republic was one of the earliest republics where the experiment of the republic was done 5th century. What is the characteristics feature or the features of the Greek republics here? The Greek Republic had the direct democracy. Direct democracy actually, to understand the direct democracy, we can relate this term towards with the as today's Panchayat Raj. Panchayat Raj, where the Gram Panchayat and Gram Sabha you might have heard about or might know about. The India's Panchayat Raj system, especially now, kind of the direct democracy, means where the Sarpanch is elected by the people. Even people are especially having the decision making power in the Gram Sabha. means Gram Sabha is made of the common people of the villages. So we can say the prototype of the Greek republic found in the Panchayat Raj system in India nowadays. So Gram Sabha and some of the terms are very much related to the, means some kind of prototype is found in the Panchayat Raj of India. So Indian republics, 16 Mahajanpada, we in the history of our countries and mythology, the 16 Mahajanpadas were mentioned. So these 16 Mahajanpadas, especially having the republic system of the politics or political system they had in the form of the republics, means where the monarch or the king or the head of the state was elected by the people. So republics, Indians also had the experience of the republics. So third one is a Roman republic. You can see here the Roman is one of the neighboring countries of the Greek. Roman belongs to the Italy now. So Italian people or the Roman people also had the experience, because most of the cultures they got from the Greek. Whatever the experiment was done, the Greek latter the Roman especially had borrowed from the Greek, and they experimented did the experiment in their countries. So Roman had the same kind of experience with the but they had the little bit different kind of the experiment with the republics. They had introduced the rule of law. So nowadays, later it was borrowed by the Britishers, rule of the law and separation of powers. Same kind of the political system we have even today. Also, we have rule of law, uh, or the procedure of law we follow. The separation of power was also one of the features which was brought by the Roman republics, and later it was transferred to the European, more we know European countries, especially the Britain, had borrowed the rule of law and the separation of power concept. And from the Britain, we have introduced in the form of the our constitution. So we will talk about in details later even. So these are some of the earliest ancient experiment with the republics. Greek republics from the 5th century to 4th century BC. Indian republics also same time. This Indian republics also same time had they done such kind of the experiment with our political system. Then Roman republic, same, after some of the years, after 500, after 200 years, the Roman also had the introduced in same kind of the republic system in their countries. So in the medieval period went into the wane. Most of the means that time there was a trend monarch, especially after the Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar especially dismantled the republic system. Then came Augustus came. He completely reigned. He started his own. He became the monarch, and this system especially started to followed by the other European countries. And in the medieval period of the Europe, especially, such a system is not found. And some of the cities especially having the republics that time, some of the cities especially having the experiment or some sort of the traceable amount of the republican philosophy in the some of the cities, but in actual sense it is not found. In the medieval period there is huge Machiavelli is one of the Machiavelli is one of the greatest political thinker, a political philosopher. In his book, Discourse on the Levy, Levy is also one of the political thinker. He wrote a book on the Levy, and in this book, through this book, especially he popularized the concept of the republic. It was already experimented in the European countries. He revived, we can say here, he revived this experiment of the republics, and then afterwards some of the people especially started to think about the republics. In then modern times came, first republics was in the modern times was founded in the form of the America, where the America got independence in 1774, where the first experiment was done in the form of the American Revolution. America got the independence from the Britain, and they implemented or introduced the republican system in their countries. Then French Revolution in 1789, French Revolution was took place, and after the American Revolution, French Revolution, also French Republic was founded there. But this republic was also dismantled by the Napoleon. Then after Napoleon came to power. So, but the story of the republics remained with the America. and America was the one of the sole sole here we can say the sole savior of the republican system in the world. And third one of the biggest, actually, we must be proud as a country or as Indian here. So we can see the list in the India's name in the list of the three great nations, India's republics or Indian republics. In the Asia, so many countries got the independence along with India that time. China also had the some same type of the independence we got in 1949 also they, but we introduced a system of the republics. So many countries got the independence, so many countries experimented with the republics. So here, what is mean by the republics in Indian context now? Public Service Commission, UPSC, MPSC, and others Public Service Commission especially have been asking, have asked number of the questions on the republics. And in 2022, there was a question by the UPSC also. So what is mean by republic, or why India said republic? So why in Dr. Ambedkar ensured especially India would be remain a republics. So what are the characteristics of the Indian Republic? First of all, again, the republics means res republica, public matters with the rule of the public, means where the people rules. What kind of the rules or what kind of the decisions they take? The decision of the who rule the country, means where the head of the state means who is the head of the state? The Indian in India is the in India especially the prime minister. He a prime minister is not the uh, actual head of the country, but president is the head of the country, and president is elected by the people. Actually, indirectly, people he is elected by the people, but head of the state is elected. And India is not having the monarchy where the king by his hierarchical power or accession of power ruling the country. So not in India's case, it is not so. So head of the state is elected in India, means president is elected. Public offices are open to all is another features of the republic here. Public offices means all the public offices uh, uh, from the peon to the prime ministers, means all the public offices are open to all. There will be no discrimination on the basis of the caste, creed, color, economic status. So this is one of the key feature that public offices are open to all. Then rule of the law, again another features rule of the law, as we have said in the earlier that the Roman republics, especially initially it introduced by the Roman republics, and we also implemented. And power belongs to the people. Here the power belongs to the people, like means power belongs to the people. People are de facto, people are the de facto ruler of the country. They have everything or every authority to decide who would be the head of the state, means people would decide the fate of country or the any kind of the decisions people would take. So this is all about the republics in short. Thank you.